My Nana once asked me what I wanted for my birthday. For those of you who don't know, Nana is another word for grandma. The word Nana should not be confused with the word nanny. A nanny is something entirely different. Now, I'm the type of guy who, when asked the question, what would you like for your birthday, or Christmas, or dinner? I don't have a precise answer. It's not that I don't have any preferences. It's just that I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to my own personal needs. So when my Nana asked, what do you want for your birthday? She was surprised that I was ready with an answer. The year was 1978, and I was turning 13. We were no longer the simple folk of early days gone by. No way. The Bee Gees were tearing up the music charts, and the world was entering the fast-paced computer age. No one was playing board games anymore. Nope, no sir. We were all playing Pong and Space Invaders. Atari ruled, and there was no turning back. So, naturally, my answer to Nana was, I want the handheld Coleco electronic quarterback game. This was the next generation of computer games. No longer did the serious gamer have to be hardwired to the 24-inch Zenith Trinitron television. You now had the freedom of leaving the wood-paneled family room and playing in your own room, in the backyard, and yes, if you placed enough tape on the speaker holes, you might even be able to get a couple of hard-hitting gridiron downs during math. My Nana said, but you and your brother already have an electronic football game. Technically, this was true. We did have a game that my dad had owned, and yes, you plugged it into a wall socket. Some of you Youth Challenge folks might remember this early, high-tech marvel. The game, made in 1947, was constructed entirely out of metal. You placed tiny little plastic football players on the painted metal surface. One team had the ball, a speck of cotton, which you had to wedge firmly into the armpit of one of your players. The other team, the defense, lined up in hopes of tackling the ball carrier. All this setup took my brother and me about 20 minutes of careful, well-thought-out strategy. Then it was time to turn the game on and let the wonders of electricity work its magic. The on-off switch of this game looked like it came directly from Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. When you turned this power hog on, the lights of the whole house dimmed as the board vibrated into life. The whole house vibrated as this little metal playing field pitched and bounced on the floor. The little football players started moving in random directions. There was no order, no precision plays being executed, just chaos. When our fillings started vibrating loose from our teeth, we decided this might not be a good thing to do anymore. I was also pretty sure when this game was turned on, the electromagnetic field it produced played havoc with the local airport and NASA. No, Nana, I answered her. This game is cool, and I'll play with it forever, I swear. Okay, Pete, we'll see, was her reassuring answer. I knew what it meant. This game was a sure thing. On the day of my birthday, I acted as cool as possible, eyeing my stack of gifts on the dining room table. I was looking for the right size box that could contain a handheld Coleco electronic quarterback football game. And there it was, under my Aunt Ruthie's gift, which looked to be some sort of shirt. Ugh. There was a smaller, rectangular box that was the right size and shape for the aforementioned computer marvel. A feeling of calm and peace descended all around me, and I knew life was good. Patiently, I opened all the other gifts, leaving the electronic miracle for last. Much like leaving an awesome dessert for last, knowing that this was going to be worth the wait. I opened a box that contained a plaid brown suit for my parents first. The next box had an orange plaid shirt that matched the suit, and this was for my Aunt Ruthie. I even tried them on to show and tell my new wardrobe, but I didn't care. I knew what was waiting for me. When the neatly wrapped package with the gift tag marked Love Nana was the only thing left, I blocked out all other noise and activity. I slowly ripped open the paper and exposed the high-tech manna waiting inside. It was a pair of plaid brown socks. What? How could this be? How could my dear sweet Nana be so cruel as to lead me down this path of hope and expectation, only to be crushed by a pair of plaid brown socks. I talked to my Nana later that day, and she apologized for not getting the game. She said she had looked at a bunch of different stores, and it was completely sold out. She told me how bad she felt about it because she knew how important it was to me. I told her it was all right. I told her thank you for trying. I told her I loved her. I went to bed angry that night, but I also went to bed with a new and confusing feeling. I was kind of proud of myself. I did the right thing. I didn't make my Nana feel bad for not finding the toy. I was dealing with my anger as I thought a grown-up would. It wasn't easy. To this day, I like to hide brown plaid socks in my kids' pile of gifts. I hope one day they'll appreciate them as much as I did. It will probably happen when they turn 40. Oh, and by the way, I did get the game a couple of weeks later, and I'm sure you'll expect me to say that I played with it for a couple of hours and then lost interest. No, sir, that did not happen. I played that game so much I wore out the buttons. My thumbs were so strong from pushing those buttons, they had muscles. It was so worth the wait. Thank you, Nana.